Thank you.
Thank you, Divya. Proceeding ahead with the agenda, I request Uday, you can unmute yourself. President-elect of Government College of Nursing.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. It's my immense pleasure to administer of the things we think, say, or do. Is it truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you.
Thank you, Uday. I take this immense pleasure and pride to welcome you all to this wonderful event, a joint project between several clubs. This project has been very close to us because a person who has been running this has actually championed it and given a new dimension to this aspect. So first of all, I would like to take this pleasure of welcoming the guest of today, Rotarian Lakshmi Tangsali ma'am. Welcome to you, ma'am, on behalf of all the clubs. I would also like to lend a warm welcome to Rotarian Shivanand Bellare sir for gracing the event. Sir, welcome to you. And to Rotarians who are here, we have Rotarian A.K. Sugunan sir, Secretary of Indiranagar. We have Shankar Srinivas sir. Welcome to you both, sir. I'd also like to place my welcome to all the uh, co-presidents of the other clubs who are joined us. First of all, let me welcome the IPP of Rotary Club of Bangalore Shesharipuram, Rotractor Apurva, Secretary, Rotary Club of Bangalore Shesharipuram, Lavanya, and my co-presidents, Rotractor Ram Prasad from Atinagar, Rotractor Prajwala from BMS College for Women, Rotractor Uday and Rotractor Nihal from Government College of Nursing. Rotractor Uday is the president-elect who has done a wonderful poster. We also have Protractor Shilpa in her absence. I would like to uh, lend her wishes from her side from Rotary Club of CMR, and Rotractor Nandini from Rotary Club of Shishu Mandir, and Rotractor Vivian from Rotary Club of Kalyan. So welcome to you all, and also upcoming President Rotractor Rahul Parashar of Rotract Uptown. Welcome to you. We are just joined by we were just joined by Mohan sir, if I'm not wrong.
Yes,
I'm
he is
checking
Mohan
his name.
Ramanathan, Technical
Yes, sir,
Director for
Rotarian Mohan.
3190. Yeah.
So welcome to you
Welcome,
too,
Mohan.
sir.
Yeah, thank you.
So thank you all for joining. Now I request Rotractor Ram Prasad to introduce our guest of the day, Rotarian Rashmi Tangsalima. I guess there is a technical glitch. Apurva, do we have Ram Prasad here?
I guess he is not there. I can take over.
Yeah, please.
He has a problem, so he couldn't join.
Yeah, please, please.
Good afternoon, all. Rotarian Rashmi Tangsali is a science graduate who worked in few of the known hospitals in Bangalore. She has been a part of few NGO in her early days as volunteer. She was invited to join Rotary Heritage NCC as Charter Joint Secretary during October 2015. She has served as secretary in the year 2016-17 when she won the Club Builder Award from RI. She served as district co-chair in Teachers Training Committee in TEACH in 17 and 18 and the Club Service Committee in 17 and 18 and became a president of Rotary Heritage NCC in 2018. She successfully Miracle Maker president in 1819 who led the club to get the Best Club Award, Gold in Small Clubs category with many awards. Rotarian Rashmi is a passionate Rotarian. She is a Paul Harris Fellow. Rashmi is a part of an organization called SOCIT, Society, which is a family run organization. She is blessed with a wonderful supporting family, Rotarian Arun Tangsali. Her best half is the co-founder of Jayatu and Nerex Technologies, and daughter Amriti Takseli has completed her education and is working as marketing head in a private firm. Rotarian Lakshmi likes to inspire and connect the world. Her hobbies are listening to music. She loves theater performances as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Apurva. Now I place the honor of inviting Rotarian Rashmi Tangsalima, the chair of four-way test of the district, for her presentation.
Yeah, thank you so much. First of all, I would like to thank the Rotary Clubs of Bangalore, Sheshadripuram, Rotary Club of Government College of Nursing, Victoria Hospital, BMSCW, Rotary Club of CMR, RT Nagar, Bangalore Kalyan, Shishu Mandir. A great privilege for me that I have been invited to, give a talk on four-way test and ethics. And I thank Srinidhi for all the support and organizing skills he has. He is excellent in doing many things. We are blessed to have him as our road tractor. And also I welcome, first of all, I would like to bring greetings from our DG, Samir Haryani, and our Vocational Service Director, Ramdas. And I welcome all the Rotarian friends, road tractors, and friends of Rotary who are here. So today, as you all know, four-way test and ethics are actually the backbone of everything, whatever we do. So here, what we say, whatever is the preamble of whatever we do. So whenever we think of something, whenever we are in a position where we have to make any decision, the four-way test falls into the proper frame of mind. So we are encouraging Rotarians, road tractors, and even non-Rotarians to follow four-way test, because this is one way of keeping yourself self-regulated and not cross the boundaries. So we can start the slides, Srinidhi. So now every institution will have a code of conduct. Like when you join your colleges, your college would have introduced to you to a moral code of conduct. You should do this, you should not do this, all that, and then you agree and join. Likewise, even Rotarians follow the four-way test. So the Rotary International is around 115-year-old organization. As you know, it's a pioneer in vocational service, networking, and service above self. So likewise, Rotarians also emphasis on high ethical standards and code of conduct. So this is called the four-way test, which is on the right side. Now the Rotarian code of conduct implies to everybody. So it's act with integrity and high ethical standards. It's all there, so I won't read it. So please read it in your mind. So this four-way test provides a ethical roadmap for behavior in workplace, student life, personal life. And Rotarians believe in 5 core values, which you all know: friendship, leadership, integrity, ethics, and service. So four-way test was created by Herbert J. Taylor in 1932, and now it is followed by millions over the globe. So he wanted his company to, raise from bankruptcy and also benefit his workers. So in fact, when he did this, he himself experimented it with his company people, and then he found that this four-way test is a very simple yardstick that his employees called it four-way test. Soon everything in this company was measured by four-way test, and tall claims like finest and the best all were eliminated. Climate of trust was and goodwill was developed among dealers, customers, and employees. And business flourished, and the company continued to succeed. And Herbert J. Taylor went on to become the RI president also. So from then, the Rotarians also follow this as a guideline for their whatever activities we do. So these 4 brief questions which we have are not based on culture, religion. They are simple checklist for ethical behavior. So they transcend generations and national borders. So everyone follows it all over the world. So you know, all Rotarians follow this. So now road tractors, you're all very privileged that you have the benefit of becoming dual Rotarians, and you can this is one of the ethical mantra, simple mantra, which we follow in our daily life. So as you go on to be efficient Rotaractors and move on in your career, in your professional and in Rotarian career, please follow this as much as possible. I know there are conflicts always. So when there is a conflict, apply this. Maybe we may be correct, we may not be correct. So I will tell you a few of the aspects. So the first question is it the truth? So it is the ultimate guiding tool for every act we do in our daily lives. Like now we all are aware of polio eradication. Now Rotaractors and Rotarians together do tremendous work. We are all part of that one. Is it fair to all concerned? Yes, act with consistency and credibility in your actions. It is because of this trust in Rotary and in yourself, which is all-time high. We act with fairness and integrity, which is very important. So will it build goodwill and friendship? Yes, I know you are all aware of the Rotary Youth Exchange programs, which will build goodwill and friendship and which are everlasting. Most of you have friends from all over the place and you are very proud of it, right? And at the same age when you do all this, definitely you have the foundation to be very good individuals with a lot of ethics and integrity. So, and also the theme of this year is Rotary Connects the World. So now, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Yes, look beyond yourself. Service above self gives you the utmost benefits and satisfaction. Rotary functions under the 6 focus areas, which you all know, for the betterment of mankind. So every moment, every hour, Rotarians keep extending their friendship, their hand, supporting hand. So we are all there in the right platform. Next slide, please. Yes, this is one classic example which I really commend and appreciate Srinidhi for doing this. He has introduced us into his meetings and his every meetings the Rotaractors repeat. Actually, we could see them adapting it today also. So this is a very good practice. I would suggest all the other Rotaract clubs also to follow this as a example, and this would really give you a sense of what you should do, what you should not do. Again, it's again up to you how you decide your way of thinking. Next slide, please. Yes, now you all know what this slide speaks about. So it's of the things we think, say, do, or forward. So now you know there are lots of WhatsApp messages, social media. This is very, very conflicting, inflicting, and it is not at all comfortable sometimes. There are very lot of false messages which are always afloat. Very, very, what you say, disturbing messages which you get. But the youth nowadays is very quick. They're very quick at texting, tweeting, posting, social media, video calling. In fact, we are learning from you, most of it. We are also, I can call you the one generation behind. So now with all the Zoom and everything coming up, we are learning with you. But there are some disadvantages. Face-to-face communication is losing. Yes, of course, you have video call, you'll tell me that. And also now the use of WhatsApp sharing or forwarding disturbing videos or rumors is so common. So now it is here that you have to apply your 4-way test and let your own ethics and integrity to judge yourself. So that's why I was telling it is 4-way test is self-regulated and helps you not to cross the line. So then ethical values are very important for all aspects of life, emotional life and physical life. As you know, Facebook also, you have so many messages coming, so many things. Now Facebook has put a ban on such what do you say, posts and all that, and WhatsApp has made you have to share only 5 shares, you can do all that. So have you realized sometimes, you know, when there is a WhatsApp message and we are looking for some missing person, that WhatsApp message would have been forwarded a year or a 1.5 year back, but still we are looking for that missing person. Somewhere somebody will tell, yeah, that guy is already at home, why are we searching for him? So we don't know the authenticity of the message. So why are we sending it around? And even Facebook, Facebook is also very dangerous. Facebook can create a lot of ripples, a lot of things which you all know. I don't have to actually tell you, go in detail, but I would, I think you all watch Netflix, right? You're all very aware of it. I would suggest that you watch one movie called Vikriti. It is a Malayalam movie. I don't want to tell the story and reveal the suspense, but it is about Facebook. How a Facebook post creates so much of problem in a very, very simple, humble man. I'll just tell you this short thing about that. This is a family which is very hardworking, husband, wife, they have 2 kids. The wife is, I think she's mute, she's deaf, I think she can't hear or something. This guy is a very, he works in a school, and then his daughter is admitted. He's so tired, he's working in the hospital, his wife is working. So in the morning, on his way to his work in the metro, he dozes off. And he's not a good looking guy, not neatly dressed and all that. So people think that he's a drunkard. And one guy who has come back from abroad, correct? Sleeping in metro. And you know, Facebook is so viral, right? You all know it goes so fast. That person, the principal of that school, gets it and he ends up losing his job. So now this still here, I will tell you, watch this movie, get back to me what happens later. Because this is one classic example of what happens when we do things without thinking. This movie, I saw it during the lockdown. So I think it is still on Netflix. If it is not there, then you can call me and ask. I'll tell the rest of the story. So next slide, please. Yes. Now, I'm sure you all like shopping, right? Nowadays, everybody wants to dress nice, look good, impress people. I mean, I don't say when I don't want to do, but I do. But yes, you're all young people who are into it, who want to do all this. So definitely, what we do when we go to a store, yeah, we go choose, we start picking up things, right? And we have the privilege of taking a trial in the trial room. Apurva is nodding her head, so she understands it. So she can, and we take it to the trial room. Okay, you wear those, you try those, you don't like them. Okay, fine. We come back, pick another 5, go back. So what do we do when we are trying it, or when we are trying to keep it back? We are not folding it or putting it in the hanger, right? So what will the staff there think about you? ಏನಪ್ಪ ಇವ್ರು ಇಷ್ಟು ಬಟ್ಟೆ ತರ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಕೊನೆಗೆ ತಗೋತಾರೋ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಅದು ನಮ್ ದುಡ್ಡು. ನೀವ್ ಹೇಳಿ ನನ್ ದುಡ್ಡು, ನಾನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಷ್ಟು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಯು ಮೇ ಸೇ ದಟ್. So then after that, what will happen? That fellow, you will not buy. You are not happy. ಬೇರೆ ಅಂಗಡಿ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದಿದೆ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್, ನನ್ ದುಡ್ಡು, ನಡಿ ಹೋಗೋಣ. So you go, but you don't like anything. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, I came back. Then what will happen? ಅವ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಾನೆ, that sales fellow, he'll tell his other fellow, ನೋಡು ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವ್ರ ಸರ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಒಂದೆರಡು ಬಟ್ಟೆ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಸೂಪರ್ ಕಾಣ್ತೀರಾ ಸರ್, ಯು ಲುಕ್ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಸರ್, ಬೈ ಇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ದೇರ್? ವಾಟ್ happened there? We are troubling somebody, correct? We are doing so many things, but we are not thinking of it. So just think, put yourself in the shoes of those people also, and treat those people also with integrity. It is very, very simple. Maybe you must be wondering why I am telling. Sometimes even I forget it. I'll go back, I apologize to them, because it happens. You're human. It is not that every time because I am telling I follow. Sometimes even I forget. And seeing me, they think, oh, this auntie is tired. Okay, fine, we will do it for her. Some people even consider that also. But please, whenever you go to a store or any store, not only your shopping, you go to books or you go to library also, right? We read so many books, we take out books, but we don't keep it back. The librarian is a nice person, he will do it, but we can also help him with his work. The next slide, please. Yes, I think this is a interesting one. I thought for the Rotaractors, you will all like it. So was going fair to the society. So I think you all know about this incident. So I'll just tell you about what happened here. The incalculable cost of ethical lapses was powerfully illustrated by what happened to Boeing with 737 MAX. In comparison to Airbus, the aircraft manufacturer, to compete, they wanted to come up with a new aircraft. So Boeing took the old design of 737, added new engine on it and with a new aircraft. But this combo created problems, but they hid this from airline and pilots. So pilots, assuming everything is a normal, how will pilots know? They are only trained to drive, like a driver is trained to drive. So then the pilots, assuming everything is normal, They started doing their job until there was a crash, Lion Air 160 in 2018. So the pilots were the first to be blamed, like always, and they took the responsibility of 189 passengers. Even then, no corrective measures were done. They still hid the information to pilots. Then the second Ethiopian Airlines crashed in March. So it killed 157 people in identical circumstances. So this time Ethiopian Airlines got up. They said we will do an independent investigation, and then the truth was out. So airlines worldwide stopped flying this aircraft. Eventually, Boeing acknowledged that they had not given any full information and started sharing the information after what? After losing so many lives. But it cost so many lives, right? I mean, I think you all will agree with me. So it's not fair to all concerned. But no connection to Boeing. Who made the profit and who felt the loss? So many families lost their dear ones and loved ones. So when people are habituated to thinking ethically in daily life, if you make this a practice, so this situation can be avoided. Can I have next slide, please? Yeah. Now we come to this program. Now you must be wondering, what is this Catch Them Young program? Today the district chair has told, so we will do it. But I'm so happy. Your mentor Srinidhi, the president, very overactive president, he has understood the facts of four-way test and he has actually given you what it is. And today I don't have to tell you much. That's why I cut down practicing four-way test with him already. So this four-way test is a District 3190 program by District Vocational Service team. This project involves propagating the four-way test ethics value as a team believes in Catch Them Young program and installing the sense of ethics and integrity among the youth so that they carry forward for lifetime and implement them in personal, student, and professional life. The same was planned for Interact Clubs. We did it in January for the Interact Clubs. And I'm so happy today. One of the contributor, Rotarian Shivanand, is here today. He is also a major contributor to this program. And I thank him from the bottom of my heart for this successful program. So now you'll ask me, why Catch Them Young? They say young minds are the future. Our idea is to install values and ethics to students and youth relevant to current conditions. You are all aware of the COVID conditions, right? Now, how much you can apply the four-way test to COVID conditions, right? It is so relevant. Every day, COVID conditions, yes, it is the truth. It was the truth. So, and it was not fair to all concerned. But Rotary and Rotractors and the Rotarians built goodwill and friendship. How? By helping the community. And we are very proud that we have done a lot of work in COVID, all of us. And now it is up to us how beneficial we make it to everybody. I mean, you wear your mask, maintain social distancing, physical distancing, work from home, avoid handshakes. Yes, there are certain difficult times now. We'll all come out of it very soon. So now we are here so that we guide you through high standards of ethics and integrity. The intention of this program is to build ethical future of our country and guide the youth to follow the steps of Rotarians. The mantra for success will surely reach its heights if you, the Rotractors, really abide by it. And I request you to do it. And if, I mean, you, as soon as you get up, when you say your God's mantra, maybe you can tell this mantra also. So thank you so much. Yeah, Srinidhi, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity and also hearing to me. Now we will go ahead and have the elocution program. Over to you, Srinidhi.
Thank you, ma'am. It was really wonderful to listen to you. And before we could proceed ahead with the elocution, I have something to share with the team. Just a second. Meanwhile, I request Apurva to introduce Judge Rotractor Shivanand Bellari sir so that we can maintain the time. As soon as the introduction is done, I have a video of 1 minute and later we listen to sir. Please unmute yourself, Apurva.
Good afternoon, all. Rotarian Shivananda Bellare is a mechanical engineer with business administration as his second degree. He is generally known as the Charter Secretary of Rotary Bangalore Platinum City in 2015 and 16. He was the president of the same club in 17 and 18, where his club was awarded Best Club Medium Size. He was in District Interact Chairman in 2018 and 19, where there was a huge revival of the Interact movement in District 3190. He, as an assistant governor for Zone F for the Dazzlers, will be taking over as membership for the membership director internal extension for the Skyrockers. That is the coming year. His classification is industrialist into manufacture of silicon rubber products. He is married to Rotarian Nisha, who takes over as MHM chairperson for the Skyrockers. Their children Samrat and Nikhil are Interactor and Rotract kid respectively. Thank you.
Thank you, Apurva. There is a small video which I need to share now, and this is for you all.
Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build good? Will it better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? When you pay it forward, it will be returned. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build good? Will it better friendships? All concerned, when we pay it forward, it will be returned. When we pay it forward, it will be returned.
Thank you. Over to Shivanand sir.
A very, very good afternoon to all of you. Sorry, I nearly got out for some technical issue. It gives me immense pleasure to be here today. I'm very grateful to Rashmi for taking me to be part of this wonderful program that has been planned. It also is a double honor for me to be the judge for the execution that you have organized. It's going to be difficult because when I look at the 8 contestants and I look at the 8 topics that have been taken up by them, it's going to be really difficult to find out who is better or not. But I'm sure all of you are, worthy champions, and it's going to be a very difficult task to judge it. What I'm going to do is I have actually split the points into 5 different aspects. So for the topic, which is I'm giving straight away 2 points to each of you, because the topics are so varied. I wanted each of you to get the maximum points when it comes to the topic. Total of 15 points are going to be there. 2 points for the topic, 3 points for the style, 5 points for the content, 3 points for the confidence, and 2 points extra is for the X factor. So the X factor is something that really catches my ears, or catches my imagination. So that 2 points X factor is probably what is going to distinguish between who wins and who doesn't. So all the very best to all of you, and I'm extremely happy that the youth are taking up the 4-way test, because if you take up the 4-way test, I think half your battles are going to be won, because when you follow the 4-way test, it automatically gives a confidence to the person in front of you, whether it's a teacher, whether it's a mentor, whether it's a customer, whether it's your relative, whether it's your family, whether it's your friends. When they know that you are going to use the 4-way test as the basis for your decisions and your thoughts and your actions, then half the battles are already won. So my very best to all of you, and let's have a very exciting and informative elocution competition. Please go ahead, Srinidhi. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Before we could proceed, I would like to welcome Rotarian John Daniel, sir, for joining us. Thank you so much, sir, for coming. I now request the President of Rotary Club of BMS College for Women, Rotractor Prajwala, to state the rules of the elocution. Prajwala, you can unmute yourself.
Good afternoon, everybody. The rules of the elocution. Here are the rules as follows. The elocution is based on the Rotary four-way test. Every contestant will be judged on several parameters, which includes fluency, presentation of the topic, content, and parameters as set by the judge. The contestant must keep the video switched on and turn it off only in case of poor network. Each contestant will get 3 minutes to present their topic. At the end of 2 minutes, Rotractor Reshma will be raising hand to give end on off remaining timing and will be lower hand at 3 minutes. The participant must conclude within 3 minutes. The elocution can be presented in English or Kannada. The decision of the judge will remain final. Thank you.
Thank you, President Prajwala. Now I welcome the first contestant, Rotractor Mary from Rotary Club of Government College of Nursing, and her topic is menstrual hygiene and cloth pad usage. Rotractor Mary, wish you the best. You can unmute yourself and can start.
Am I audible?
Yes.
A pleasant good afternoon to everyone present over here. As we all know, there is no relation complete without a woman in this world. She plays the role of a loving mom, a caring sister, a loving sister, an understanding wife, and a lovable daughter too. We also know that women occupy half of the world's population, and menstruation is a monthly biological process that every woman faces until a certain age of their life. So today I'll be speaking about menstrual hygiene and cloth pad usage. To make you understand better, let me put this topic to a four-way test. Number 1, is it the truth? Of course it is. Let us assume that a small village has around 100 to 200 houses with approximately 400 women and girls using sanitary pads. We know that a woman needs at least 10 to 12 pads every month. If I calculate for 400 women, it comes around 5,000 pads per month or 50,000 pads per annum. Can you imagine? 50,000 pads per annum is such a huge number, and it causes huge environmental pollution since it takes 50 to 60 years to decompose. Then what is the solution for this problem? The solution is use of cloth pads. These pads are free from synthetic material, they are comfortable to use, and most importantly, they are reusable. Number 2, is it fair to all concerned? As we all know, 49.6% of world population are women, and women have their periods until 45 to 55 years of age. So it's very important for every woman to have knowledge regarding menstrual health and cloth pad usage. Number 3, will it build goodwill and better friendships? In my opinion, it's yes. Let me narrate you a small incident that took place in Punjab. As we all know, in Hinduism, women are not allowed to enter into the temples, puja rooms, kitchens during the time of menstruation so that the woman takes adequate rest. One of the priests in Punjab proclaimed that he would let the woman enter into the temple only when a machine is discovered which determines whether the woman is menstruating or not. Hearing to this, a student from Punjab by name Nikita Azad has launched hashtag Happy to Bleed campaign. This campaign garnered huge social media response, and most of the women across India have also supported this campaign. Number 4, will it be beneficial to all concerned? My answer to this question is yes. Let us recall the incident which I have narrated few seconds ago. Nikita Azad has launched the campaign Happy to Bleed, and she was benefited with it. Along with her, most of the other women across India were also benefited. At last, I would like to say that my topic, menstrual hygiene and cloth pad usage, passes the four-way test. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. It was really wonderful. Up next is the next participant, Rotractor Rakshit K. Shetty from Rotract Club of Bangalore, Shesharipuram. And his topic would be, what if you find a 2K note on the road? So, Rakshit, please switch on your video if possible. Yes. And unmute yourself and start.
We can hear you.
Good afternoon, one and all present here. I, Rotractor Rakshit KS, will be presenting you all my thoughts on what if I accidentally find a 2K note on the road while walking. So let me begin with the four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. The first among the four is it the truth? The above situation or circumstance is the ramification. I am someone who believes that honesty is the best policy and believe that so do you all. Seeing this aspect of life, I get reminded of two solutions. Should I take it for verification or should I leave it on the road as it is? As I said, honesty is the best policy. Hence, seeing it in that aspect of life, I would firstly pick it up and get it announced from the nearby police station. Maybe find some details about the person to whom it belongs to with the help of the police department to avoid perjuring myself. If there has been no reply for the ample amount of time given by the police station and me, with further instruction from the court of law and by the policeman, I would utilize the money for charity purposes. You see, I'm a member of Rotary Club of Bangalore, Sheshadripuram. Hence, we have a code which makes us believe that nothing else matters other than knowing the truth. The second one among the four-way tests is it fair to all concerned? Being fair to all concerned to me means that being fair to the convict and also being fair to me. Based on my experiences, so far I believe that equality is not a concept. It's a necessity. In the words of law, everyone is equal before the eyes of law, irrespective of caste, creed, or sex. So based on this, doing fair to the person would be returning it to that person. However, if there has been no history, I would like to share the price between me and the policeman, or I would like to use the money given to me as for charity. The third one among the four-way test is, will it build goodwill and better friendship? If you get to know the person, it indeed builds a goodwill and better friendship between me and the person who testified to me. If I do not know the person, it indirectly builds a goodwill between me and the person whom I helped through a charity, because a person suffering from poverty usually utilizes the money to satisfy his needs, that is to get basic amenities. Hence, I'm creating a friendly background to the person whom I helped. I believe that no one has ever become poor by giving, which I learned by reading the novel back then in school. The last among the four-way test is it beneficial to all concerned? I believe that a gift consists not in what is done or given. It depends on the intention of the donor. In case no one testifies for the note, I'm satisfying an anonymous person who is in the need of this money by giving it to a charity. If the person testifies, it benefits the person who testified because he got his money back. It indirectly benefits me because it prevents me from conducting any perjury. It benefits me because I got to make a friend with that person. I believe that a friend in need is a friend indeed. In case I get myself trapped into a scenario which that other person could get me out of it, I'm in turn taking his help and following my mantra of a friend in need is a friend indeed. Thank you.
Thank you, Rakshit. It was really nice to hear. We have the next participant, Rotractor Chandana, President-elect of Rotract Club of BMS College for Women. Can we listen to Rotractor Chandana? And her topic is Valentine's Day. Do we have Rotractor Chandana here? Okay, I guess we don't have her in the event as of now. We will get in touch with her. We would move on to the fourth contestant, Rotractor Jyoti R, Secretary-elect of Rotract Club of Government College of Nursing, and her topic is WhatsApp usage and Facebook. Jyoti, please unmute yourself, and we'll put the spotlight on. Yes.
Okay, Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. My topic is WhatsApp usage and Facebook. WhatsApp and Facebook are the two most popularized applications that present generation uses it every now and then. Let me satisfy that through the 4-way test. The very first point is it the truth? WhatsApp and Facebook are two online social network applications where WhatsApp is a free messaging app for all smartphones and Windows PC, and it ranks at a #1 place among all the messaging apps through which one can send messages, pictures, videos, or audio messages, and can also make audio calls or video calls and stay connected with the other. Facebook is a social media conglomerate application through which people can get connected throughout the world just by sending friend requests. So with this, yes, WhatsApp usage and Facebook is truth. Stepping into the second point, is it fair to all concerned? While using WhatsApp or Facebook, one stay connected with the people, with the society, and get to know every in and out of his surroundings and happenings in the society. As the sentence goes, with the right things, with the known fact, man grews up. So it is fair to all concerned. And the third point is, will it build a goodwill and a better friendship? Why not? Facebook and WhatsApp are two online social network applications where through this, two people or more than two people can stay connected at a time immediately. I would like to give an example. If an institution starts a Rotaract club for the very first time, it would be a very difficult task to stay connected or get in touch with the Rotarians or other Rotaract clubs. But by the use of these two applications, a new Rotaract club can get in connected with the other Rotaract clubs at the earliest, and it can build up in a prosperous manner, and it awakens with a goodwill. And these two applications connects many number of people as one team. Hence, it builds goodwill and a better friendship. And the very last point is, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Facebook and WhatsApp connects the two person at distant site immediately at a time. One need not travel or go a long distance in order to meet someone or stay connected. One can sit at a place and stay in touch with the other person. It's a time consuming process and hence beneficial to all. In spite of all these usage and beneficiaries, as the ma'am said, yes, the unnecessary things still go on, for which these two applications has brought up a new iteration in its settings. But from my side, it is when it is the right thing, it must be used in a right manner. With this, I end up my speech. Thank you, one and all.
Very good, Rotractor Jyoti. Thank you. We have the next participant. ಇವರು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೇ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ರೋಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮಾನಸ, ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್, ರೋಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್, ಶೇಷಾರಿಪುರ. ಇವರ ಶೀರ್ಷಿಕೆ ಹಿರಿಯರ to take care of the seniors. I'm sorry, elderly care. Elderly care. Manasa?
Yes, is it I'm audible, sir?
Yes, Manasa, you are.
Okay. Namaskara.
Shivanand, can you follow this? Hello, Shivanand?
Yeah, perfect. Not an issue at all.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Shall I start, ma'am?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Okay, start ಮಾಡಿ. ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಇಂದು ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯ ಸವಾಲುಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದ ಪಯಣ, ಆದರೂ ಕರಗದು ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಆಸೆಯ ಪಣ. ರೋಟರಿ ಚತುರ್ವಿಧ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಇದು ಸತ್ಯವೇ ಎಂಬುದು ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಯಾದರೆ, ಕಹಿಯಾದರೂ ಇದುವೇ ಸತ್ಯ ಎಂದು ಹೇಳುತ್ತಾ ಹಿರಿಯ ನಾಗರಿಕರ ಕಾಳಜಿ ಎಂಬ ವಿಷಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಒಂದು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಪರಿವಾರ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕರೆಯೋದು ಆ ಕುಟುಂಬದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಹಿರಿಯ ತಲೆಮಾರುಗಳನ್ನು ಕಂಡಾಗ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಚಿಕ್ಕಂದಿನಿಂದಲೂ ತಾತ ಹೇಳುವ ಪೌರಾಣಿಕ ಕಥೆಗಳು, ಅಜ್ಜಿ ನೀಡುವ ಕೈಕುತ್ತು, ಅವರು ಹೇಳುತ್ತಿರುವ ಸಂಸ್ಕಾರದ ಪಾಠಗಳು, ಅಬ್ಬಬ್ಬಾ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ನೆನಪಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಮೈ ಎಷ್ಟು ರೋಮಾಂಚನಗೊಳಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಆ ದಿನಗಳು ಬರಬಾರದು ಅಂತ ಯೋಚಿಸ್ತಿರುವಾಗ ಕೇವಲ ಸಮಯ ಒಂದೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಉತ್ತರವಾಗಿ ಬಿಡುತ್ತದೆ. ರೋಟರಿ ಚತುರ್ವಿಧ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಇದು ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹಿತಕರವಾದುದೇ? ಹೌದು. ಒಂದು ಮರ ಹೇಗೆ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಕಾಲ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಆಶ್ರಯ ನೀಡುತ್ತದೆಯೋ, ಹಾಗೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಹಿರಿಯ ನಾಗರಿಕನು ತಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದ ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಧಾರೆ ಎರೆಯುವುದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲಿಗರು. ಹಾಗೆ ಇದು ಅವರ ಅನುಭವಕ್ಕೆ ದೊರೆತಂತ ಮೌಲ್ಯ. ಕಾಲ ಬದಲಾದಂತೆ ಕಲ್ಪನೆಗೂ ಮೀರಿದ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಗಳು. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು ತಮ್ಮ ಹಿರಿಯರನ್ನು ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ಲೋಕದ ವರ್ಣನೆಯ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅವರು ಕಂಡ ಹಲವಾರು ಕನಸುಗಳನ್ನು ನನಸು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತೃ ಪಿತೃಗಳ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹಿರಿಯರ ಬಗೆಗಿನ ವಾತ್ಸಲ್ಯವನ್ನು ಮೆಲುಕಿ ಹಾಕಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆಸೆಗಳ ಮಡಿಲಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಬಲಿಪಶುಗಳಾಗದಿದ್ದರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಮೊಮ್ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಕುಟುಂಬ, ನೆರೆಹೊರೆಯವರ ಮಧ್ಯ ವೈಮನಸ್ಸು ಮೂಡಿ ಬರುತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಪರರ ಮೇಲಿನ ಗೌರವ ಕುಗ್ಗದೆ, ಅವರವರ ನಡುವಿನ ಅಂತರ ಹೆಚ್ಚದೆ ಯಾವ ಹಿರಿಯರು ವೃದ್ಧಾಶ್ರಮ ಸೇರುತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗೆ ಅವರು ಒಬ್ಬಂಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೊರಗುತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ರೋಟರಿ ಚತುರ್ವಿಧ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಇದು ಸದ್ಭಾವನೆ ಮತ್ತು ಉತ್ತಮಕರ ಸ್ನೇಹವನ್ನು ರೂಪಿಸಬಲ್ಲದೆ? ಹೌದು. ಹೇ ಮಾನವ, ಕೇವಲ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಾಗಿ ಬಿಡುತ್ತದೆ. ಹಲವಾರು ಆಸೆಗಳೊಂದಿಗೆ ಏನನ್ನು ಬಯಸದೆ ಕೇವಲ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗುರಿಯತ್ತ ಸಾಗಿಸುವ ಅವರು ಸ್ನೇಹಜೀವಿಗಳು. ಬಯಸುತ್ತಿರುವುದು ಕೇವಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಆಸರೆಯನ್ನು. ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಅವರ ಕರೆಗೆ ಓಗೊಟ್ಟು ಅವರ 4 ಗೋಡೆಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯದ ಪಯಣಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯನ್ನು ಪರಿಚಯಿಸಿಕೊಡಿ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇಂದಿನ COVID-19 ಎಂಬ ಮಹಾಮಾರಿ ಕಾಯಿಲೆಯಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಹಿರಿಯರನ್ನು ರಕ್ಷಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಅವರ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಗೂ ನಾವೇ ರಕ್ಷಣೆಯಾಗೋಣ. ರೋಟರಿ ಚತುರ್ವಿಧ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಇದು ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಉಪಯುಕ್ತವಾಗಿದೆಯೇ? ಹೌದು. ಬರುವಾಗ ಏನನ್ನೂ ಬಯಸದೆ ಬರುವ ಈ ಜೀವಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಏನನ್ನೂ ಕೊಂಡೊಯ್ಯೋದು ಎಂಬ ಅರಿವಿಲ್ಲ ಏತಕ್ಕೆ? ದ್ವೇಷ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಹಂಚಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
ಬಹಳ ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ವಾಕ್ಚಾತುರ್ಯವನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಮಾನಸ. Up next is a participant number 6, Protractor Aisri from Rotary Club of RT Nagar, and her topic is anti-tobacco. I request Protractor Aisri to put on your video if you have a good quality network. Yeah, and you are on mute. I will just try to unmute you. Yes, I guess you are unmuted now. Can we test your audio?
I hope I'm audible to everybody.
Yes, Aisri. All the best. Please start.
Anti-tobacco. Lay, a chain smoker, started smoking cigarettes when she was a teenager. She continued to smoke on and off into adulthood, sometimes smoking more heavily when she felt stressed. Lay was 45-year-old when she started having stomach pain and losing weight. Eventually, Lay had to get some medical
can you
help.
be a bit loud, please? Bit louder?
Now, ma'am?
Yeah, a bit louder, please. You're very fast also. If you can go a little slow, it's okay.
Okay, now, ma'am?
Yes, please.
Okay. Lay had to get some medical help. That's when she was diagnosed with colorectal cancer from smoking. Lay's cancer progressed to stage 4 as it spread to her lung, and in 2016, she had a tumor removed from her left lung. Due to her health, her family's lives were at stake. How sad, right? I think this is the perfect example for the Rotary's 4-way test of Anti-Tobacco Act. The truth is, tobacco is poison. Yes, tobacco smoking endangers health due to the inhalation of poisonous chemicals in tobacco cause heart and lung diseases and cancer. According to WHO, tobacco is the single greatest cause of preventable death globally. Hence, tobacco is harmful is the truth. But still, Bhutan is the only country where the sale of tobacco is illegal. Very shocking, right? Contrary to the various studies, consumption of tobacco has no benefits on human health, except for the exorbitant profits made by the government and sellers of tobacco. It is being consumed by innumerable people with the misconception that it is a stress reliever, gives pleasure, or mainly for social status. Therefore, banning tobacco is fair to all concerned, satisfying the second test. In this case of Lay, if she wouldn't have consumed tobacco, she would have a better health and a financial status. Not just Lay's family, but there are many other families suffering due to one person consuming tobacco in the family. Therefore, banning tobacco will definitely build a better goodwill for a person and also will help in building better relationships. Now, the next question is, will it be beneficial to all? Many smokers tend to get into wrongful business just in the need of that pleasure. Pleasure can be attained in various other ways, not necessarily smoking. As tobacco consumption is not profitable to anyone, I believe banning tobacco will be definitely beneficial to all as concerned to health. Life of a man is more precious than the wealth of the country. That too, money made by harming someone should never be the motive. Consequently, people can earn money in various other ways. Anti-tobacco is the ideal move of the world in order to build a healthy mankind. Therefore, anti-tobacco satisfies the Rotary's four-way test, and also we don't want many lives to suffer like Lay and her family. So let's all join hands in making anti-tobacco movement a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you, Rotractor ICD. Proceeding ahead, we have the participant number 7, Rotractor Anand, Secretary of Rotaract Club of CMR. Before I would invite him, I welcome Rotarian Devadasan sir for gracing the occasion. Welcome to you, sir. Can we have Rotractor Anand? I cannot see your name. If you have logged in through someone else's phone, kindly report. You can unmute yourself and start the elocution.
Srinidhi, is Chandana coming? I mean, she's.
I'm checking with her, mom.
Okay.
I'm checking with
Okay.
her.
Anand can go ahead.
Anand, do we have Rotractor Anand here? Okay, I guess we are not seeing him in the list. Let us proceed ahead. Meanwhile, I request the next participant, participant number 8. I would be putting a spotlight video on you. So I'm trying to unmute you. Can we check your audio?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Vishrad. Good to go. All the best.
Namaskar, everyone. I'm Rotractor Vishrud representing Rotaract Club of Bangalore, Sheshadripuram. Progress humans have achieved over the past 2 decades is unparalleled to what we have achieved in the past 2 centuries. Though with all this progress, we have become short-sighted to many intermittently small issues, which have become gigantic over time. One such problem is plastic. By abiding to the 4-way test, let's first talk about what plastic is and how it is harmful. Chemical name for plastic is polyvinyl chloride. It's derived from crude oil by polymerization and polycondensation. Plastic takes about 1,000 years for it to completely decompose. Because of this, over time, it becomes extremely toxic and very hard to dispose. And most of the time, it is thrown into huge landfills, burnt or thrown into the ocean. Coming to the ocean, it is believed that there are 5.25 trillion pieces of plastic debris, to which shoppers worldwide contribute about 500 single-use plastic bags. To explain how enormous it is, if you join them end to end, they would circumnavigate 4,200 times around the globe. So folks, you have to realize the truth, because these numbers are astronomically huge and definitely a gigantic problem in size. Now, when we talk about the effects of plastic on life, 100,000 marine creatures die each year from plastic entanglement, and about 1 million seabirds die from plastic. This has resulted in endangerment of thousands of species because of negligence of one. This has caused irreplenishable damage on oceanic life and resulted in ugly sights with no life called dead zones. Is it fair to all? No. We as humans have thought ourselves as solely entitled to the earth and have forgotten that we are 1 in a million species and every species has a right over earth. We have to amend ourselves and raise our voice for these voiceless so that they can be heard and can be protected before it is too late. Now, if this doesn't convince you, let's talk selfish and let's talk about the effects of plastic on humans. Plastic, when burned, results in various carcinogens. In the world, about 20% of plastic is burnt, which is about 76 million tons of plastic each year and is increasing. This has resulted in making the air more toxic and also resulted in increase in global warming. Plastic is responsible for almost 4% of greenhouse gases, which is almost double that of the aviation industry. And this is expected to increase to 15% because of increase in plastic pollution production. It is not a choice, but a duty for us to never use plastic, as our very lives depend on it. As humans, we need to preserve our legacy, or else our offsprings will not have an habitable earth to come back to. Will it bring goodwill and strengthen friendships? Yes. We need to be global citizens of change and raise our voice against plastic for the goodwill and betterment of the world. The potentials of humans is endless. In the words of the great Mahatma Gandhi, be the change you wish to see in the world. So folks, if we rid the world of plastic, it will be beneficial for all. So let's commit today for this cause. Thank you.
Thank you, Rotractor Vishrut. Now, I request President-elect of Rotaract Club of BMS College for Women, Rotractor Chandana, to present her elocution. I guess there was a technical error due to which she couldn't join so far. Can we hear you now, Chandana?
Yeah, but I will not be able to on my video just because I may lose the connection again.
That's okay. That's
okay. No problem. Yeah. So your Chandana's topic will be Valentine's Day. So Chandana, wish you the best.
Yes, today I'm going to present the four-way test on Valentine's Day celebration. Is it true? No. True love is not for one day. So Valentine's Day is not required if true love is every day. Public show does not make love true. It's just exhibitionism and shallowness. Same applies to the celebration of Mother's Day, Friendship Day, etc. But let's celebrate all the 365 days spreading love and to all our dear and near ones. In fact, Valentine's Day isn't a national festival also to spread any kind of awareness, right? So let's come. Is it fair to all concerned? India has a rich tradition of valuing family and relationships. Unlike other country, Indian marriages aren't broken so easily with egos or insecurity or arrogance or ignorance. But slowly it is eradicating. Thus, because of the rampant materialism and meaningless culture that is happening, the sense of ownness is completely lost. Please note that expressing love or sexual activity publicly is not acceptable in India, and it is not a respectable thing also. Our tradition and custom does not accept it. Most of the youngsters and youths are showing this kind of irresponsible behavior, which is not good for their individual character, their personality, maybe their family values, etc., irrespective of any gender. This doesn't mean that they should do some immoral things in secret. Everything has some ethics and moral. Remember that a lot of youngsters are influenced that it is actually not good thing, and many parents would not even know about what's happening that day. Where are their kids, or are they safe? So it does not actually build a kind of. It is not fair to all concerned. Does it create goodwill and better friendship? Let's accept spreading love, but is it actually happening in the right way? No. Relationship and living together has spoiled the trueness of love. It's ruining day by day. I was in a bus when I heard over a radio about one girl's letter where she told about her boyfriend disappearing upon learning her pregnancy. She wrote, "Please give me some advice for my plan to have an abortion so that I can win back my boyfriend." Don't you think this is heights of irresponsibility? Yes, of course. Here. According to the recent study from Center of Disease Control and Prevention, home suicide is one of the leading cause of death for women under the age of 40. Home suicide victims murdered by their current or former male intimate partner. After digging deeper, A&E Real Crime found it's not uncommon for this violence to reach a deadly peak on what presumably the most romantic days of the year. Maybe that is also one of that is Valentine's Day. Yes. And goodies, spending a lot of money over it. It's truly a giant scam, according to me. To prove this, here we have some amazing article, and it has a very good title also: "Breaking Hearts, Brain and Bank Accounts Since Least of 14th Century." This year, America is expected to set a record for their Valentine's Day, spending $27.4 billion, which is actually more than 32% more than the previous year. And even the previous year also was a record because they had already spent 20.7 billion on this, which is also one of the record. And that's about $196 per celebrator, and they spend like $15 for their friends, $12 for their pet. It seems to be like too much money for you. If do you agree with me, please consider joining me a long tradition of anti-consumerist Valentine's Day celebration. So, and don't you think the commercialization has got so extreme that it needs to be protested now? And mainly the day where sister and brothers are also, scared to go out just because even they will be, noticed as a couple or anything as such. So this is all about my side, and thank you.
Thank you, Chandana. Thank you for joining in spite of having a technical problem at your end. We appreciate it. Proceeding ahead with the agenda, we have lost Anand's contact, ma'am. His phone is also not reachable. Probably he is having some technical issues. We are not sure.
Okay, so yeah, we have then 7 participants.
7 participants instead of 8.
Okay. And before you go next, I would like to, thank all the Rotarians who are here and my 4-way test team, which is here. Tamare, Rotarian Tamare Selvi is here, and Rahul is part of my team already. And I forgot to welcome my own community club, Uptown Club. And thanks to you everyone for attending. Yeah, over to you, Srinidhi.
Thank you,
Devdasan sir,
now,
sorry, I welcome Devdasan sir too. Yeah.
In spite of his busy schedule of the district assembly, sir, we are happy to have you here, sir.
Yeah.
So now we request Rotarian Shivanand sir to comment on the elocution.
Shiv?
I guess there is a network issue at sir's place.
Shiv,
we'll
can
just
you
wait
hear?
for him.
Yeah. Mainland, anybody who wants to speak, who are inspired now to talk, anything, we can give them 2 minutes. Anybody in the audience want to talk?
Yes.
On any topic which you heard? It's an open platform now.
Ma'am, so I had a doubt out of nowhere. All the participants did very well. It was quite inspiring, but I have a doubt out of nowhere. So how can we apply this 4-way test for a thing which I just got it in case if I have to buy a mobile or if somebody has to buy a mobile. So how can this be applicable for some light issues or a basic issue?
Means you want a mobile, but you're in a conflict whether to buy or not to buy.
Yeah, something like that. Yes. How can we apply the rotary 4-way test? Yeah.
Yeah. See, mobile nowadays is a necessity because everybody wants to use WhatsApp, mobile. Facebook, Instagram, whatnot, everything, whatever. Your apps are on that. Your food is on that. Your books are on that. Your daily necessities are on that. So I think it is a truth that you should buy. But maybe see, it is beneficial. It is fair that you have to choose in your own budget. You have to ensure that you have made for something for that and you are going to use it properly. You're not going to misuse that. So the conflict between you, if you are going to misuse that, then you should have the conflict. If you're not going to misuse it, using it for the proper one, I don't think there should be any conflict, right? And of course it is going to be beneficial for all. It is going to spread goodwill and friendship because through video call, chatting and all other possible things, you will be doing much more connecting with each other. You will be spreading good things, hopefully, and you will avoid people doing wrong things, right? Apurva,
Yes,
you will ensure that you will not be, you will educate the other people that you're not. So it is fair and your demands are fair. See, this is a conflict where you want to buy something, yes, conflict. The conflict applies when you have to ethically behave. So when you're going to buy something, it is not, you're not applying ethics over there. You want it, it is a necessity. Correct. Yes, because since you asked me, I'm applying the four-way test and telling. But necessity and thoughts are very different. Now, thoughts are like, when you see a person who doesn't have a mobile, and then when you go to help him with that mobile, that is ethical. That is what you're thinking good. You're thinking, oh, I have a mobile. He doesn't have a mobile. Maybe he's in trouble or his mobile broke, he has accident. Help him then. So that is what we have to think, not while buying. Like buying or something, what I told you about shopping, that was again where you have to apply. Oh, papa, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಜಾರಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Mobile angadili, if you don't take also, it is okay. They get their profit. It is when you're buying a commodity, I think it is different. When you're applying it, it is very different. So when you buy and then you start applying the apps in that and using it properly, that makes it, that is where you have to use four-way test. I hope I'm clear.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
I would like to, I would like to add one or two points here. The
Yeah.
first 2 points automatically do not apply as such here, but the third one, with when you say whether it's fair to all, I think when you are able to judge, see, the fact that you are thinking about whether you should buy it or not itself is a very good sign, because it shows that you're putting some thought into the entire action. It's not that you say I need a mobile and that's it. There's no other way, there's no other thought than that. The fact that you are contemplating whether it is worth going in for the mobile or not itself shows that it is beneficial. It's fair to all. You are thinking about whether it's needed or not. And at the same time, I think if your reasons behind wanting the mobile is, if it's just for fashion, if it's just for style, if it's just because you can click a better selfie, whereas instead you're going to be able to use the phone for your projects, you're going to use it for your hobbies, you can use it for your betterment, then it becomes beneficial to all. And one more aspect, as Rashmi has said, if you're able to give your old phone away to someone who needs it, I think that's the icing on the cake, because that makes it even more fair and beneficial to all, that instead of 500 rupees off that you get on your phone, you're giving a phone away to someone who can't afford buying something at 7 or 8,000 rupees. So that way I would look at it.
See, Apurva, now you see each one apply four-way in different. But Shiv and myself applied it same, but we worded it different. So that's where we think alike. So
Thank
that's
you
what
so
is
much.
built goodwill and friendship. Yes, now it's your turn, Shiv.
Yes, so it was, I mean, really, really interesting. I loved the way all the 7 participants expressed themselves. I would like to just point out everyone's one sentence about each person before I tell you what the points are. Mary, your topic was very good, and I really enjoyed the way you gave the example of the village and the impact that it has at a micro level, so it was very, very nice. Rakshit, I loved the way that you were able to bring law, and whether what is acceptable, what is not acceptable, the way you brought about, and you presented 4 different aspects of law to the 4-way test was very, very interesting. Chandana, very, very refreshing. I was actually wondering how you're going to, I thought you're going to actually defend why you should have Valentine's Day. So it was a
very
pleasant
refreshing.
surprise. Yeah, it was very pleasant surprise to hear that you were not for it. And I found the points that you gave very, very interesting, very, very well put. Jyoti, very nice. I like the way how you, what you said about how you would use WhatsApp and Facebook for positive things, and how you would use it to connect the world. So Rotary connects the world, that's the theme this year, so you have tried to integrate that also into the topic. Mansa, tumba chanagittu. It was so nice. I really enjoyed the way that you were able to bring a lot of emotions, a lot of the sentimental values, and the advantages of a joint family compared to a nuclear family. I really loved the way you brought it together. Isiri, the topic on anti-tobacco was very good, valid points. Something very close to Rashmi, especially because she's been champion for the last 2 years in the district. So I liked it very much. And Vishrud, very good. I mean, the way you brought about all the statistics, how you made a possibly boring topic because everyone knows about the influence or the effect of plastic on the environment, but the way you were able to bring examples and you made it into a very nice story, I really enjoyed that. So it's very difficult for me to tell you who did well. I think everyone did fantastically well, but yes, I've found 5 people that I found really exceptional today. And so I'll start with the third prize, what I felt. So with and the point difference is only 1 point between the first and third. So there's, so at 12 and a half, we have 2 contestants. We have Chandana and Rakshit, who have got 12 and a half out of 15. So that was the the third place. The second place went to Mary Sonia. So she got 13 and a half out of, 13 out of 15. So congratulations to her. And for the first prize, we have a joint winners. We have joint winners for the first prize. And that is, of course, uh, Manasa, for the wonderful content and the wonderful way you brought about the need for families to be together. And you even included, you know, the COVID situation and how we need to be able to be taking care of our elders and our seniors. I really loved it. So you're getting 1/2 of the first prize. And of course, Vishrud, I think you were amazing. I mean, I really enjoyed listening to your points. You were very confident. You were extremely good with your facts and figures, and it was like a story. It wasn't like a topic. The way you said it, it was like in a story form, and I really enjoyed it. And congratulations to Jyoti and Isri as well for their efforts. They just got half point less than the others. So it was amazing. Everyone got 11 and a half to 13 and a half. So congratulations to all, and wonderful concept by Rashmi, and well supported by Srinidhi. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
It has been fair to all concerned.
Absolutely.
Ma'am, would you like to read out the citation? Shall I?
Yes, I'll, yeah, you can put Vishrut and Manasa also.
I can play any one of theirs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Manasa you can put, or Vishrut both. Yeah, Vishrut is there. Yeah. This is a certificate which we give from the district to the participants of the elocution program. So I would like to congratulate all the 7 participants. All are winners. All of you get certificates. Just that there has been a small decimal difference because of your presentation or something possibly. So we will again do this program. And Manasa, ತುಂಬಾ ತುಂಬಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಕನ್ನಡವನ್ನು ಇಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅರ್ತು ಬೆರ್ತು ಮುನ್ನುಡಿದ್ರಿ. I am very happy. I will call you as a speaker someday for only in Kannada. So now I'll read the citation which goes to Vishrut and Manasa for the first place. Rotary District 3190 in association with District Vocational Service 4-way test and ethics team presents the certificate to Rotractor Vishrut and Rotractor Manasa from Rotary clubs of, I'm not sure which Rotary clubs, Sheshadripuram, and Manasa is from?
Same.
Manasa also Sheshadripuram?
Yes,
yeah, okay. Okay, both are from Sheshadripuram. Oh, congrats to you, Srinidhi. In recognition to her exemplary, his and her exemplary performance in the elocution contest held under the Catch Them Young program conducted on Saturday, 13th June 2020 in Bengaluru, signed by Rashmi Tangsali, 4-way test chair, Dr. Samir Haryani, District Governor, Rotarian Ramdas KS, District Vocational Service team. Congratulations to everybody. You will receive your certificates by email, which Srinidhi will send you. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Shiv, again.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Very, very enjoyable. Again, hats off to all the participants. It was really, really nice how you managed in 3 minutes to connect your topic to 4 different tests is amazing. I mean, hats off to all of you.
Nice. Yeah, appreciate their efforts. truly.
Thank you.
So
Thank you,
we can
ma'am.
go ahead, the agenda.
Sure.
Yeah.
I request Secretary of Rotaract Club of Bangalore, Shesharipuram, Rotaractor Lavanya, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Srinidhi. Firstly, I would like to apologize myself since I can't turn on the video due to unstable network here. Yeah. So going ahead with the vote of thanks, I would like to express the gratitude on behalf of Rotaract Club of Bangalore, Sheshadipuram, Rotaract Club of Government College of Nursing, Victoria Campus, Rotaract Club of BMSCW, Rotaract Club of CMR, Rotaract Club of RT Nagar, Rotaract Club of Bangalore Kalyan, and Rotaract Club of Shishya Mandir. On behalf of all the mentioned club, I would like to thank the guest of the day, Rotarian Rashmi Tansali ma'am, and the judge, Rotarian Shivanand Bellari sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am, for joining. I would take a privilege to thank the honorable Rotarians present here, Rotarian Shankar sir, Rotarian Suganan sir, Rotarian Mohan Ramanathan sir, Rotarian John Daniel sir, Rotarian Devadasan sir, Rotarian UN John Daniel ma'am, Rotarian Tamara Selvi ma'am. Now I would like to thank Retractor Srinidhi, President of Rotaract Club of Bangalore, Sheshadipuram, Retractor Apurva NH, IPP, Projects 3 Chair, RCBS, and Retractor Nihal Ahmed, President of Rotaract Club of Government Nursing College, Retractor Uday, President-elect, Retractor Prajwala, President of PMSCW, Retractor Ram Prasad, President of RT Nagar, Retractor Vivian John, President-elect of Rotaract Club of Bangalore Kalyan, and well, thank you, Retractor Divya, for all that wonderful invocation song. Well, I thank all the participants in the contest and congratulations to the winners. I would like to thank the past presidents, president and secretary of other clubs, prospective members of RCBS and all my fellow retractors. Thank you all for joining the session. Thank you all so much for your effort in joining the session. All your presence made all the difference and for your kindness in taking time. Thanks again to everyone for being here. Hope all stay safe and stay healthy. Over to President Retractor Srinidhi.
Thank you, Rotaractor Lavanya. Thank you to you too for wonderful vote of thanks. And once again, congratulations to all the participants. You have done a wonderful job. Thanks for bearing me at any point of time. I know I have been a very strict person when it comes to perfection. And I will get on a conference call immediately after this to congratulate you once again. And thanks to Rashmi ma'am. Ma'am, I have kept up my words of getting the program done. So thank you and thank you. Thanks to all the Rotarians who have.
You're all winners. You're all made me proud. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And thanks to your daughter too, who is sitting right next to you, who did not come
she's
onto
an
the screen.
upcoming Rotaractor.
And thanks to Rahul, who has attended, and wish to work with you all in the coming days. Once again, thanks to you all. So stay safe, stay happy. Thank you all.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Srinidhi. Take care.
Stay safe.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Bye. Good job, Srinidhi. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.